Good morning, my people. Yes, my weekend soft. Once again, welcome to Football Court. But this is Football Court, the weekend groove. We talk about what happened the weekend. Every weekend, whether na me fuck up or whether no be me fuck up, I must yarn. We don't finish the weekend. Today na Monday. Some people go work with frowning faces. All those government workers, those white collar job people. I won't face that Barca fan for there. Hmm? Because now, only Barca, only Barcelona, 9 day, 9 get mouth to talk. 9 day alright. Man City, we are Man City na cousins. So now Barca Man City get mouth to talk. You dey feel you confirm shey you dey confirm Well, in case you don't know, I will tell you. I will go right to it. I'll tell you wetin happen, how the matter dey be, why dey sweet me, why dey totori me for body. Yes, your boy go see again on Football Court, the weekend groove. Yeah, I go straight to the first thing wey interests me. That is the Real Madrid match against Celta Vigo. Una dey here na the last time we do a show where Madrid fan dey, Arsenal fan dey, Chelsea fan dey. Wetin dey yarn? Dey dey yarn wetin? Real Madrid fan wey we dey, our guys sef talk say dey go knack Celta Vigo. I no go talk the correct score wey e talk. I'm sure you watch dat video, you know the correct score wey e talk. But dat Liverpool fan, dat girl Faith, wey you see, she talk something. She talk say nice say Madrid no dey win dat match, and e come be like say because she get heated rivalry with Real Madrid, like say she no know wetin she dey talk. But e turns out say she na, should I say soothsayer, abi should I say which word I will use? Prophetess ba. Make we just leave am there. They get really see picture. But me, so surely, ma just tell you the truth. I no expect say Madrid go fuck things up big time. If you watch that show, you go see say na even me, the Barca fan, be like, this one wey this our team, this our defense. You understand? And this injury matters. But turns out Flick did some magic. Played Lamine Yamal in a midfield position. Damn, that ball was exceptional. He played 8. I'm not mistaken. Moved around with the ball. And then I don't think you guys stand corrected if I'm wrong, or if there is my own opinion. But I think Yamal should be playing that 8 because he's not limited to just one place. He's not restricted to one position. Now watch, now don't see what is his name again? Our popular football journalist Fabrizio. So wetin he talk about Madrid match? He say Perez talk say him say the fault, say the referee na Naija made. Referee wey blow against Madrid. Wetin concern Nigeria and all dis? Omo, we don go viral oo. Wetin dey occur? Wetin dey happen? Wetin we do? Jesus God oo. Why dey no go know us for the good things now? As Madrid don fail am, Nigeria don enter the matter. Say na Nigeria referee, wetin. Before una go check Fabrizio tweet or post for Facebook, make una see wetin e talk in case you never see am. Well, make I analyse the Madrid Celta Vigo match. Yes, as I'm looking at the statistics right now, let's dive into it. You see, Real Madrid had more ball possession, 75, 57%. Celta Vigo had 42. But then let's check the shots. Haba. I go get 23 shots on target. No one internet. God, haba. He shocked me. He no shock you. 23 shots. Time go. Guess what? They had 7 shots. 7 shots. Just 7 shots. And they converted 2. 7 shots on target. Okay. Big chances missed. So that go miss just one big chance. And guess what? Your boys, Real Madrid, missed big chances. They missed 4 big chances. Okay, let's dive into the corners. Madrid 8 corners. Celta Vigo 1 corner. Who does that? Hmm? Who does that? Hi. Should I say it's an unlucky match for Real Madrid or what? Ah. Hmm. Okay. Let's dive into accurate passes. Madrid ball for that one. 532 accurate passes. Celta Vigo 384. Yeah. All these passes, but nothing amounts. Well, yeah. Go down to the passing accuracy, what they call it, percent. Madrid were almost perfect, inch perfect, almost inch perfect. 90% passing accuracy. Where Celta Vigo carried is 85. Yellow cards, Madrid 4, Celta Vigo 1. Red card. Ref just dey share am. Whether my red card dey, I no get it. Where I keep that red card? This man no dey share red card. He dey share am, he dey share, he dey share, he dey share, he dey. 3 red cards. Wetin dey occur? Should I say Madrid were angry? Wow, frustrated? Of course, when you play a match where you have up to 23 shots on target, 23 shots on target, and you score nothing. What was Mbappe? Yeah. Guy banks 4 goals, 3 goals in a match. And Celta Vigo, who is Celta Vigo? You guys don't score even 1 goal, and then you guys getting red cards here and there. That isn't an excuse. You guys got the first one. Should have tightened up your belt and then make some amends. Just like Chelsea has now. Let's go down there. Chelsea had red card first, and then they kept their cool and composure, and they still even played Arsenal. But you can't go as a big club, big as Real Madrid. You get a red card, and then you still get another one, and they busy banging your. That is fucked up, man. It doesn't make sense. And let's go to the attacking aspect of this thing. You see shots. I've talked about the shots. Um, okay, the shots on target. Shots on target. I can't correct it. Okay, shots on target. My bad. It wasn't 23 shots on target. It was 7 shots on target.
Sorry,
I
oh,
was not
sorry,
for
oh.
us supposed to be finished. Now 7 shots on target to Madrid get. So that we go 5 shots on target. I don't the old one. I
70
see
years
where.
old man.
5 shots on target, said that we go. Madrid is 7 on target. Didn't score in one. Okay. Shots off target, 12 for Madrid. And off target, 1, Celta Vigo. Those guys were clinical. Then, you see the clinicality in what they did? Hmm? Very clinical. Someone said clinical. Guys were clinical. They clinically scored 2 out of the 5 shots they had on target. And then shots blocked. Celta Vigo's goalkeeper, his their goalie, sorry, blocked 4 shots. Damn, Mbappe must have been wild. And then Courtois blocked just 1 shot. I always say this, I always tell Madrid fans, I always even tell my fellow Barca fans. Thibaut Courtois has always been one of the biggest lifesavers of this Real Madrid team. You know that, right? Biggest lifesavers. That man saves unbelievable shots and chances. And what is the defense doing in Real Madrid? Someone talk to me. What is wrong with the defense? I know Barca has defensive issues. I mean, our defense issue is tied with this Highland trap. Most clubs are beginning to understand it. And then some of our defenders, like the likes of Kunde, most of the times kills the off trap. Like the dude doesn't understand the off trap. But last season, it was good at it. But I'm not here to talk about my club. We have our defensive issues, but then you can bang us goals, you can score us goals, but then you keep scoring. That is the major thing. You get a good attack, your backside is bad, but your front side is good. Kind of augments the whole thing. So let's keep going. Touches opposition box. Madrid had 43 touches in the opposition box and could convert it. And if I was a Madrid fan this morning, I'll be furious, very furious. And then Celta Vigo had 16 touches in their box, in Madrid's box. Well, from these statistics, even with the red card series of red cards Madrid had, they still, played well. But football doesn't care about you playing well. They always say Baka knows how to keep and maintain possession for a long time. But then when they win us, we like a possession with your the Adawa people, the people we know always want to see us progress. They'll be like, you carry possession, who cares? And so what? But then Madrid does the same. Oh man, this match they really killed in terms of pressing, the press. But what is it when you press and it doesn't amount to nothing? It doesn't make no sense. They must be gutted right now. So let's go to corners. Madrid 8 corners, Celta one corners, one corner. You still boils down to what I just said. They press them. It really shows they press them real hard. Cut off side, 2 for Madrid versus 1 for Celta Vigo. And then defensively, let's go to the defensive record of that match. Goalkeeper saves. Courtois saved 3. Celta Vigo keeper saved 7. Man was exceptional. I'm sure he came prepared, man. Like we ain't taking shit today. Ain't taking no, we ain't taking nothing. Nothing less than winning. We're not even enjoying today. That was the plan, and they achieved it. Successful tackles. Celta Vigo had more. Uh, Attempted tackles. Celta Vigo had more. Of course, defensively, Celta Vigo would perform better because one, the statistics shows that Madrid pressed them because they were looking for just one goal,
Oh, no, no, no,
not even an equalizer. It wasn't even two, so it shows Madrid were only looking for one goal. They didn't even get it. So yeah, recoveries. Madrid had better recoveries. Just gonna brush through right now. Interceptions. Seda had more interceptions. Crosses blocked. Madrid had 1. Celta Vigo 0. Clearances, of course, of course. What do you expect? Celta Vigo had more clearance now. When you are being pressed a lot, when you are being knocking on your door, always knocking on your door, you don't want receiving pressure now. That's why Celta Vigo had more clearance. The clearance means clearing out the ball. They had 32 clearances. Wow, that's huge. And Madrid had just 3 clearances. But then 3 clearances and you guys considered 2 goals. I mean,
Is that you?
it is. This is something. And then let's go down to blah 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 blah. Yeah, of course, the cards, the foul, the they call them foul, the foul records. Madrid had 6 fouls conceded. Celta had 12 fouls conceded. Fouls won. Uh, Celta Vigo won just 5 fouls, and then you won 11 fouls. Real Madrid, your locals you had more, 4, and they had only 1, and you're the one doing the pressing.
Not be juju be that.
Make this make sense? Why doesn't this make sense? How will you be pressing the less privileged, and then
No,
you're
no,
the
no,
one
no.
wounding them again? This sounds like the Nigeria government to address you. Ah, they're pressing the less privileged, and you're still wounding them. They say last, maybe said that we go win. So last we go win our government. Last. This is our government. We go win them. So yeah. That is that for Real Madrid match. Let me not wound them a lot. They're already nursing their wound wherever they are as it stands. So let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. Because tomorrow now it will be my turn on Football Court show now. On Friday night, go fit dey hear say na my matter dey go carry put for head one of these days when na me no do well. So let me enjoy this moment. Na be hype see am. So let's go down to another matter dey o. Wetin happen on Saturday? Aje, yeah. This thing still dey shock me up till now. Why why be say be say why be say Chelsea go lose? Hmm? Chelsea go lose, Arsenal go come look. Even when our last show, first and the last, no, it's not going to be the last, like first show ever on Football Court, we spoke about, to ask the question, right? I said, who do you think is going to win the Premier League? And then the Madrid fan said Arsenal, and then I suggested Man City, and then the Liverpool fan backed me up, and then the Chelsea fan also backed me up. Now you see what we're saying. Not as if this match is a decisive match that decides who's going to take the Premier League home, who's going to bag it. But then the Liverpool fan said something. Faith said something. She said Arsenal are not serious. They're not serious people. This is the first time we've seen them leading the Premier League with huge amount of points, and then boom, just like Alabacadabra. Then you see Man City zooming like using a Bugatti, and then pass. They just zoom past Arsenal before you know it. And then what's the result? Man City jumping, bagging out the Premier League. And this is one of the reasons why Arsenal annoys me. How will you be in such good form consecutively? Isn't this 3 consecutive seasons you've been in top form? In fact, after every season, they increase their form. Ah, ah, and you guys let Man City going back to back to back, back, lifting the Premier League. No one could have stopped them better if not Arsenal. And now, Man City is not even good. They're kind of nursing from their wound. They're not as good as we knew them. They're trying to wake. They're trying to recover. And then this is the chance where Arsenal boost. They will boost. Just keep going. Just skyrocket. You see what these guys are doing now. Arsenal is top form. Arsenal is top notch. Arsenal's form is the kind of form I would want my club to be swimming in. Good defense, good midfield, clinical attack. What else do you want? They even have good ball
Is
boys.
that you?
Everything is good. The coach, his brain is hot. Tactics, flying around. Signing good players are Can imagine, oh God, I would reminded myself, Madueke, imagine Chelsea selling out Madueke and going to buy Grenache.
No, 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 no.
Who does that? How will you sell one of your best wingers and then you go bring Grenache? I'm not saying Grenache is not good. I'm not saying Grenache is bad. But then you can't compare Madueke and Garnacho now. Aba, Abi, am I wrong? Abi, na me dey see am wrong. Madueke, Madueke is good. It's better. You have Madueke in your team. You then sell him to Arsenal, a rival team. And then I was thinking, yeah, Madueke should go. Because maybe Chelsea has better signing stock. And then they go bring Garnacho. Look at what Madueke is doing in Arsenal now. Boy is balling. See, Arsenal brought Madueke, brought Easy. They strengthen that team more. Like they have super subs on the bench. Every wing, almost every wing has a replacement. Don't have no excuse. You can shuffle players and they don't get fatigued. What do you call him? Saka can rest. Madueke can help him out. We all saw it when Saka was on injury. Madueke was hot on fire. He did what Saka would have even done, and I had some Arsenal fans were like, make the Saka no even come back from injury myself. No problem. But what is going on? Let's see what the Arsenal play. Arsenal played Aston Villa on Saturday's afternoon. And then when they played Aston Villa Saturday's afternoon, they were the first people to play on Saturday. And then we were expecting we were expecting them to open, the doors of blessings to the other big teams. And then they brought in curses for the other big teams. And some other big teams might blame us now because now we lose now. I ain't gonna affect us, but still, damn, how will Arsenal lose? And then Chelsea go on to lose. You guys are fighting for the title. I mean, Chelsea don't give up already. Arsenal lost their match, and you saw it. You know it. Arsenal has lost their match. Oh. I'm playing next. I'm playing next. Uncle Palmer is back. Chelsea, they're back. He's back, man. Oh, Palmer, this Palmer, that star boy, and all that. What happened the last time they lost? Yeah, they lost to damn Arsenal. Can you imagine winning Barcelona, drawing Arsenal with a red card, and then losing your next match to an underdog? Does that? Who does that? Doesn't make no sense now, guys. I bet I'm not lying. I bet I know this sound well. But it still sweets me. Totorini one time though, as Chelsea fan or Chax the last time the show, he said something. He said he know they support anybody. He no like anybody. Abi that was the word he said. He said he know the pity here. He know the pity anybody. He know the pity any club. Why? Because no club the pity am. I agree. Say the most hated clubs in the world. I'll speak for myself. For me, the most hated club in the world is Barcelona. Like it or leave it. Barcelona. Why? Mention one club that you can beat your chest and say majority of them support Barcelona. Nah, when you go to the viewing center, you're sweating. Imagine you wearing a black Barcelona jersey as this, and then you are losing in the viewing center. You sweat.
No,
You
no,
sweat
no,
from
no.
down your nose, down your eyes, drops. You have to hold the emotions when you see them laughing to your faces, wanting to you away, and then you have the chance to jolly and merry, and you said no, man, bro, we don't do that. We tell the fact the way it is. So Arsenal drew FC Bournemouth, and before then they were like, oh, we win Bournemouth now. I'm sure the coach won't make that same mistake. I remember the last time on our show, they were like, the Chelsea fan was like, we win this match only if the coach does what he's supposed to do, uses the right formation, and doesn't mess things up and try just gambling around. And he did quite that. He didn't gamble around. He used his normal formation, he used the people he's supposed to use, I didn't even see Tosin around. Was he even the bench? I'm not sure. Tosin the one who roast the nigga. But then ah they still drew. Oh, at least they didn't lose. But I watched that match. But I'm more pressed, pressed Chelsea, pressed them like I give bread. He put beans for the middle. Maybe I say akara. Stamp, you press and you bite it, you bite Chelsea, but then goals weren't forthcoming. Hmm. We were lucky that match though. It would have ended like Arsenal's match. But then Arsenal lost to Aston Villa. Hmm. 2-1. And then going down, Man City won 3-0. I watched that match. Did you see that assist? Stylishly given. Folding. Oh my god. Man City is on fire. They're hot. Oh, Madrid. Now them face Man City. Don't worry, I'm coming to that. I'm coming to the forthcoming Champions League games. Don't worry. We go gather there now. We go gather here again. So, Man City won 3-0. Good one, boys. Tottenham won Brentford. They won 2-0. And then Newcastle, of course, Newcastle won Burnley. Even with the absence of Isak, what do you think? Newcastle is still holding grounds. Newcastle is still there. They still gather there. Liverpool. See now I tell you something. Barca for the top big teams for Barca. Hmm? Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Let's be frank, who spent money pass on player? Just this season. Just this season or from last 3 seasons. You can't compare. But then we took the league last season and we're topping now and we're still threatening. It's not fair. How will you spend such money? Huge amounts of money buying the buyable. When you just like me, when I go online shopping and I just try to control myself because you see something you weren't even expecting to buy, and because it looks so enticing, so sumptuous, so tantalizing, you're like, oh damn, I'ma buy this, I have to buy this, and then you have to put priorities right. When you overwhelm, when you have too much money and then you go shopping for players, you might end up shooting yourself by yourself. That's what's happening with Liverpool. Then that's what is happening with Atletico Madrid. And then Real Madrid, they like free things these days also free transfer, free this, free that. They have the money to sign good players. But then Madrid has good players. If you got defense, Rudiger is a top notch defender now. Carvajal, these are defenders that they get record, they are good, they represent their countries too well. Uh-uh. Haba, Madrid get defenders. But then since those top defenders no one gree, get other top defenders wey dey market, you go try them instead of waiting for free lunch. I always say this, no be who call police dey win case, no be how far but how well. Barca doesn't have the money now, but then we use what we have, we reason. Even though some players like the Arujo, they wanna fuck the team up unknowingly because it's not his fault. No one will just purposely want to be. I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that Arujo will purposely do that severally. But he needs to check his life, check what is wrong. Did he offend someone? One grammar, maybe he was passing or riding with his car, and then one Niger grammar where they Spain, where go see, go do a move. Well, I saw him marry one Spanish woman. He can drive by, go splash her water, bah. And she swear for am, she hold her dress swear for am. Maybe na wetin dey happen to Agudo. Because it's not even normal again. It's not normal. And we don't need that kind of energy in the team. He should rest, get his priorities right, know what he wants, know where he's gonna be next. Is he gonna be in Barcelona? Is he gonna go out? I for one, I wouldn't say let's trash him out. But then still, even if he stays, I don't think he's gonna do better. Nah, even if I was the one. But then let's talk about Maguire. Maguire faced a lot of critics. He faced it for years. I was one of the people that laughed at him. He was he was a mess, but then the man back down. Maguire, back down. That is some strong will. That is some strong will. That is something to really emulate as a man in life. You have to emulate Maguire. What that guy did not see doesn't exist. He saw it all. Saw it from Beck and Colbert. So if he can face that, I'm sure Arujo also can. Yeah, so let's go down to business as usual again. Let's talk about matches that are gonna be played. Um Champions League matches. We have Champions League matches coming up. That is the next stop. That's the next agenda in football right now. So yep, my Backers won 5-3. It's not a new thing. You already know. That match was sweet, but then our defense. How can you be winning five, 4-1 first half? Then he come back second half to just swallow two more goals. Kunde needs to. I don't know. Last season he was better, but this season seems he's distracted by um, his modeling career or something. I don't know what is really going on with Kunde. The ginger, the drive, passion in there for the club like he used to. So I think he needs to work on that. Um, and apart from that, everyone except Olmo too is showing that zeal that he wants to do better. But he's a biscuit bone guy. He's soft like bread. He's off on an injury again. So I don't know what Baka will do with Olmo. I think we should let him go. We can't afford an injury prone player. But Baka needs to. We're looking at getting a Champions League for the first time in some years now. You can't afford keeping players like Arujo. And do you remember the match against Chelsea now? You see, even you see this guy, you see this, they call him Big Shark. That Ferran Torres guy, he vex me. When you need this guy most bad, he will just shock you. He will shock you. When you don't even expect, see goals he scored in our last match. This guy was flying in goals like it was ping pong. Abba. And when you need the most, look at his elder brother, the younger brother, Olmo. Look at Olmo against PSG. Look at the goal this guy missed. Femi won't do that. He was on injury, yeah, that match. He didn't play. So you see players like Femi, they want to prove themselves. They are hungry. They are eager. This is what we want from every player. We have Fina, eager. Pedri, eager. We have eager players. We have our goalkeeper, eager. Unlike Chesney is not, he's a careless kind of person. That is his nature. Doesn't take things serious. And we don't need that. And that's why he's the second choice. Glad our keeper is back, our first choice. So that is that about Barcelona. We have our problems. And I just mentioned a few. We need to kick out the serious ones. And we need to sign a nine. We can't be backing on Big Shark and then Levy. Imagine disaster pairing Levy and Big Shark against Chelsea. That was one of the biggest mistakes Flick made. And then starting Arujo. Should have started what's his name? Eric Garcia, 5 and 6 with Kubasi. You understand? It's even better if you bring it um you play it's even better you play Eric Garcia at that right back. Understand? Sorry, in that centre back with Kubasi. Kunde at his right back, Balde at his left back, and then bring Caicedo at the middle, and then start. Even if you're not gonna start Rafinha, start Rashford. Even that dude doesn't score, the dude gives assist. Who Levy will be seeing the balls, but Levy was minus, and Big Shark himself was a minus. Imagine Big Shark playing left wing, but he didn't do shit, and he had the one on one, missed it. I'm sure Flick has seen all these errors, and he wouldn't want to do that again. Looking down on Chelsea wey na were. Chelsea if you see big team, e be like say I don't know, be like say that the owner of the club dey give them one promise say if una win this big team, one Bugatti for each of them, and that's why they always play like that. Because I don't even get it. So now that is that about that. Let's quickly run off to Champions League. Um. Oh yeah, Manchester United. Manchester United. What do they play? Someone remind me. Manchester United won their match. Did they? Ah, I didn't watch that match. Let's see. Manchester United are ahead of Liverpool, and that is very concerning and that is very surprising. How how Sha? It's not really surprising. Why did I say that? I say that because Manchester United are not in any competition that is gonna give them headache. They're not in any problematic competition except the Premier League. So I expect I expect them to, you know, carry leave this Premier League because they just have this to focus on. But then, Mario has his own issues. They're not even still good. So we understand what their problem is. So that about that aside, yeah. So I don't know if Manchester United fans, how will I put it? If they can actually tell us what their problem is, because I for one don't even know what their problem is, and I'm sure they for one don't know what their problem is either, because they have good players, so average but good, just like Baka. Most of our players are average now. 80% are average boys now. They're just trying to make a name for themselves. So why can't Man U also have average players that will do same for them? So I think Armani's problem, I think their problem is their players are not committed and they don't have a good manager. Manu has a match today against Wolverhampton Wanderers, that's Wolves. Wolves against Man United. Drop your prediction. Man United is on our way. They're playing away against Wolves. And if you ask me, I'll say Wolves is going to win that match 2 goals to nil or 2-1. Let's see if I predict it right. I'm not predicting based on Adawa. Man U are on an away. Yes, they are away team in this on this match, and Wolves need this match. They need it so badly, and Man U too should win. They need it too because most of the big teams lost, and this is the opportunity to like reduce the gap further. But let's see if they will take that advantage. So let's go down to Champions League matches. Champions League fixtures that we're having midweek. Let's see who Madrid is going to play. Madrid is going to play Man City, and then let's start with Tuesday's matches first before we jump into the Wednesday's matches. Big matches. Let's go to the big matches. Um, Atletico Madrid is playing PSV. They lost their last match in La Liga. Mm, Lost against Barca. Lost that one. I don't know what is going on with them. So you bet that game, and then I don't know what you're going to predict. But I for one, I will say Atletico Madrid needs this match too so much. They need it so much too. No one wants to play playoffs. Even Barcelona needs their match. We fucked up a lot. We messed up a lot in the Champions League, and we can't afford to keep messing up. So we should do better, and we need to win um our next match, which is Frankfurt. Back up Barcelona playing Frankfurt, and we are home. Definitely, it's going to be a win. Not because I'm a match. Can't be a Manchester United match. Fan never. I mean, a Barcelona fan, not because I'm a Barcelona fan, but because it's fact. You know, I know, we all know. We're gonna bang Frankfurt with a lot of goals. Our Highland defense, whatever Highland defense might make us concede two, but then I'm seeing 5-2 Barcelona Frankfurt. And then Liverpool is going on to play Inter Milan. Ah, same Inter that cost us a lot of problem in the last Champions League. My God, that was an experience I don't want to even think
Sorry, oh,
about
sorry,
ever
oh.
again. So let's see what is gonna happen. Inter Milan, Liverpool. Your predictions. I'm predicting Inter Milan to rape Liverpool 3-0. Period. Let's see how it's going to go. Atlanta, Chelsea. Come on, I was thinking that Chelsea will win Atlanta. Oh. But Chelsea will win. Chelsea will win. You know those people now. If it's big match, sorry, that Oga at the top gives them Lamborghini as promised. So they will win that match to get their Lamborghini, of course. So, but I'll predict the match. Chelsea Atlanta. Mm, I'll predict it 2-0 in favor of Chelsea. Monaco, Galatasaray, Tottenham Sports, Slavia. I don't know if you care about those matches, those two last matches I mentioned, but I don't even know what to predict there. I don't know what your prediction is going to be. Now we're going to go to the Wednesday's Champions League matches. Um, Wednesday's Champions League matches we have sorry, yeah, Wednesday Champions League matches we have Napoli Benfica. Also is a big match. Napoli Benfica. Drop your predictions. I don't really know what I'm going to predict in that match though. Next we have also Real Madrid, Manchester City. Of course, you know my prediction. And I said it earlier. Okay, maybe I don't say they'll trash Madrid, but I didn't give. So Madrid is home. Oh. Madrid is home. Madrid is home. Madrid needs this match. Oh. They won't afford to go on playoffs. Man City too needs this match. Haaland, top form. Oh my god. Doku, Kai. They will rape Madrid. They will rape them. I'm playing Man City versus Madrid. I'm playing it 3-1. 3-1, yes, in favor of Man City. Yeah, let's see how it goes. So a little bit about PSG. PSG is going to rape them front, left, right, back, center, in and out, in, back, front. It's gonna give them 360 banging, and then it's gonna end up in 4-0. Yeah, that's my prediction. Newcastle, Bayern, Leverkusen. Drop your prediction on that. I'm not really sure. Borussia Dortmund. This is Nabodo. So Borussia Dortmund is going to win that match. Drop your prediction. Arsenal Club Brugge. Arsenal Club Brugge. Arsenal is going to bang and rape and dissect and intersect Arsenal the best. The fuck up for Premier League now. To rape Club Brugge. Whether the day away or home. Never see a person call your home beat you, break your teeth. Arsenal will break their teeth, break their waist. So I'm playing Arsenal. I'm predicting Arsenal 4-1. 4-1. You see your prediction. Oh. Me, I know the bet. Yeah. If you the bet, no can say because I talk. Do your own. Because I'm sure you know better since you bet. So Juventus Papos. Juventus Papos. Juventus mice on form. In the Champions League, they're good. But the match is gonna be a little bit tough. But eventually, Juventus will win purpose, of course. It's not going to be really tough like that. But you know, this underdog, sometimes they can be born in the neck and they just stuck you and they don't let go. There's this fish bone that, one it stuck me for like 3 days on my neck. My God, I almost went nuts. So, yeah, Juventus is going to win, let's say 3-1. So, these are all the predictions I have for you today based on my own experience, my own analogy, and my own. No, I won't put Adawa inside. I put Adawa aside when I'm analyzing things. So hope for the best. I wish you the best. Man, you know the Champions League, but in that
Child!
today's match, I wish you the best. If you like fuck up, I don't already wish you best. Even Chelsea, I wish them the best, but they still fuck up. I wished Madrid the best, but they fucked up. And I'm happy because I'm 4 points clear ahead of them. I remain your greatest hosts, your greatest football analyst, your greatest football lover, your greatest Barcelona fan for life. I've been fan Barcelona for the since the 80s. I don't know about you, maybe since the 60s. I don't know. I've been since the 80s, and yeah, I'll always be. My firstborn will be, my wife will be,
No, no,
my
no,
last
no.
born will be. No one's gonna be no Madrid fan. No one's gonna be settling Man U fan. Yeah, you can hit me from the phone of your screen, punch me, poop, poop, poop for saying that, but it doesn't really matter. I remember your boy. Go see you next time. So Ali, bye bye.